Salakia, I gotta make a part 2 because I hit the wrong damn button. But I was saying as far as when Jake be making oaths and saying certain things, and this must believe that the Lord put the Spirit on you to do these things. You know what I mean? So, because you can be condemned by your own mouth. Now, I truly wholeheartedly believe that elect man is going to be willing, capable, and able to pretty much sacrifice. You know what I mean? I wholeheartedly believe that. So, like I said, the elect are built different. Like the elder did the video, he said Jake built different, and they are. Again, it's a reason why Jake was talking about the horseradish wasn't that bitter. You know what I mean? And that's deep, because I was like, damn, because I tasted and I said the same thing. Ain't no way that, this man is in another whole state and he said something and then I'm in a whole other state, we saying the same thing. So I took that spiritually. Hopefully it be the side like, the bitter ain't gonna be as bitter to certain individuals. I don't know. Can't presume to know the mind of the Most High, but, I do know shit about to get a lot bitter, and these people trying to basically what's the word, mask the pain by all this distraction, this as far as this entertainment. I was just sitting up there talking about that comedy tour thing with Mike Epps and all that. We the ones. I said they did that at the perfect time, and didn't they? They timed that shit just right. Motherfucker got a little bit of money. I said that's funny to me. This is the book of because ultimately, again, Jake is not gonna hearken. I was reading Amos chapter 4, and it was going into how when you really read the beginning of that chapter, that was talking about why Israel gonna get judged, and then go into Lord, like, well, I did this and I did that. I mean, he did all these different things that were scourges sent for amendment, you know what I mean? But Jake still didn't hearken. He said, I gave you famine, I gave you pestilence, I did this, I did it, I killed your young men, and you still refused to come back. He said, so prepare to meet your power. Meaning get judged. The book of, because for all those, what's that in the book of Luke? It said, those that refuse to bow down to me, bring before me and slay them. In his red letter, so those are words of Yahushua Mashiach. This is the book of 2 Chronicles, chapter 15 and verse 13. I'm going to start at verse 12. And they entered into a covenant to seek the Lord power, Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua, power of their fathers with all their heart and with all their soul. Verse 13, that whosoever would not seek the Lord Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua, power of Israel, shall be put to death, whether small or great, whether man or woman. So if you're so-called Black, Hispanic, Native American, Seminole Indian, West Indian, or Haitian, and you refuse to hearken and come back to the laws, statutes, and commandments of our power, Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua, you're going to be put to death and destroyed, along with, Esau, Edom, and the heathen, Scriptures talk about in the book of Isaiah, all those that be joined unto him shall be thrust through. The Lord is not playing with nobody, and that's a righteous thing, because, again, this is one of my favorite scriptures, because it just, because you can see it, you can literally see it, in my opinion, because when the Lord sends judgment, that's when motherfuckers want to, get right. The elder was just speaking on it. He said, he was just showing the storms, and he was like, a nigga and look out the window and see this. Every nigga go seek a religion, then call on the power. But then by then, it may be too late. You know what I mean? Everybody, when you call on, you got to remember, you don't seek the Lord, or you don't choose the Lord chooses you. This is the book of Isaiah chapter 26 and verse 7, and it reads, the way of the just is uprightness. Thou most upright dost weigh the part of the just. Yea, in the way of thy judgments, O power, have we waited for thee. The desire of our souls is to thy name and to the remembrance of thee. Because the righteous is just waiting on Yahweh Shem Yahushua and trying to walk in righteousness. Now do we, fall short sometimes? We all do. Ain't nobody perfect. You know, ain't nobody perfect. You know what I mean? And like I said, if I came across like you got to be no, it's just certain things I wouldn't have did to a brother I had happened to me, and then I realized that was by, design. It's funny to me because Jake like, well, that's the will of the Lord, that's the will of the Lord. But when I'm listening to you talk about certain shit, you know what I mean? Like it's like, oh, you know what I mean? So yeah, yeah. But ultimately, Jake was right. That was the will of the Lord. You know, again, it's not happenstance that Jake talking about we being watched. I mean, you should know if you just know any little thing that you being watched. My brother used to say, the old lady down the street might be watching you. The niggas that you hang around watching you. So, you don't think that these people watching us? When they sending people like vocabs and, you know what I mean? Like the fact, when you got Jake that call themselves in the truth on platforms like Adam 22, which I would never understand what Adam 20. I mean, of course, Adam 22 gave him a couple dollars, but you can already see, you know what I mean? Like, come on, this man literally pimped out his wife and he a fag. Why would you go on that? Because that nigga, I ain't gonna call him a fag, but he's something. This is the verse 9. With my soul have I desired thee in the night, yea, with my spirit within me will I seek thee early, for when thy judgments are in the earth, the inhabitants of the world will learn righteousness. And that's the truth. When the Lord is judging, that's when people want to get right. Verse 10, let favor be shown to the wicked, yet he will eat. Salaki, yet will he not learn. Salaki, let favor be shown to the wicked, yet will he not learn righteousness. In the land of uprightness will he deal unjustly, and will not behold the majesty of the Lord Yahweh Bashim Yahushua. And 2/3, we know the wicked is Esau Edom, but 2/3 of the nation of Israel are wicked, and they're not going to learn uprightness. They're going to be judged by the Yahweh Bashim Yahushua. They're going to pretty much be burnt to death in this wicked ass place, along with their wickedness. So if you're so-called Black, Hispanic, Native American, Seminole Indian, West Indian, or Haitian, I implore you to come back to the laws, to the statutes, and to the commandments of your power, whose true name in the Paleo Hebrew is Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushua. You will be destroyed. With that, I want to give all praise. I want to give all honor. I want to give all glory to Call Haloyam La Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushua Ba'Shem Hakadosh. Double honors to the elders, to the apostles that taught me this truth. Peace and salutations to the Akim across the four corners of the earth, pushing this truth with faith and with sincerity, as well as risking their lives and their freedom to do so now more so than ever. Shalom to the Akim and the Akwat out there listening and learning. Lord willingly, this is edifying. Shalom to the Israelite foreigners scattered abroad in the land of other nations, appearing like the other nations, that subscribe to this truth. To you, I say shalom. Till next time, Lord willingly, shalom, shalom. Kwam Yashrala, the Wath Lababor.